wanted to!
Diecast Monster Truck Racing!
Gross display of horsepower. Look at this hand! Who came to see monster trucks tonight? Yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Puts it over! Can he save it? Here we go!
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and MTA fans, to the season finale here tonight on the 30th episode of SmashDown. Be sure, if you're new here, crush that subscribe button, turn on all notifications, because tonight we close out the September season here on SmashDown. Mad Mike, Mal Williams, and Doomsday came onto the scene just a couple of months ago. He is rocking the SmashDown Championship flag on the backside of Doomsday. He's trying to hang on to that championship flag to close out the September season here tonight. However, some heavy hitters in the field, Little Tiger, Bigfoot, Gravedigger, Grinder, Excalibur, and many more fill the field of trucks here tonight, and we're getting ready to settle the score for the September season. Will Doomsday be able to hang on to that flag? Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to find out. Here's how round one action is going to shake down to close out the September season. Saigon Shaker taking on T-Max, Earthshaker taking on the Grinder Machine, Gravedigger taking on Iron Warrior, and then Excalibur will take on Monster Mutt. Other side of the bracket, Dragon taking on Bigfoot, Little Tiger's going to take on Son of a Digger, then Midnight Rider taking on Rammunition, and then closing out round one, Doomsday, the current champion, will take on the Prowler Machine. Up first at the line, ladies and gentlemen, we've got Brad Anderson returning out of Delmar, Maryland, the Saigon Shaker Machine at the line, ready to throw it down to close out the September season. He is now set to take on Nathaniel Wiggins, the Traxxas T-Max Ford, now staged on the outside lane, trying to get a big win here tonight and get as many points as possible to close out the season here as both trucks get staged up at the line. Week 4 of the September season kicks off now. Here's the green light off the line. T-Max with the early lead. Here comes Saigon Shaker closing the gap and will pull out the win here tonight. Kicking off round one action. Saigon Shaker came from behind, nonetheless got the win over the Traxxas T-Max. What a ride it was as Nathaniel Wiggins put up a good fight. Just not enough here in round one. Next up at the line, Eddie Booker, new kid on the block. Advanced Auto Parts Grinder, he made it into round two last week. He's trying to get a little further to close out the September season. He is now set to take on Ryan Kenny in the Earthshaker Machine, a truck that was built by the Diggers Diecast race team, now currently staged on the inside lane. He's trying to do good here tonight to close out his season. Who's it going to be going on in the round two? Both trucks are staged. Green light going down now and up the line. They go. They're fairly even now. Slightly going to Earthshaker on the inside lane, and in trouble goes Earthshaker. Getting a little cattywampus in the inside lane, shooting into the shutdown area, but Eddie Booker and Grinder was right there with him all the way down to the wire. Here's another look at your MTA replay. They're seemingly pretty even all the way down the straight stretch. Watch right here as Earthshaker goes up and over the containers, gets it settled down, and watch the rear end kick up on the last set of cars, sends it right into the van stack inside of the shutdown area. However, Eddie Booker and Grinder was right there with him the whole time. Now our MTA track crew and officials are down there to roll Earthshaker back over. There you see the body damage done. Ryan Kenny going for a ride. He does pick up the round one victory. However, the crew is going to be down there thrashing in the pit area to get him to come back for round two competition. If he can't make the call, Grinder will make it into round two to fill that spot. Earthshaker turning on the fans here tonight as they get him toted off the track. And there you see the carnage as he leaves the pieces scattered across the track. The rollbacks down there getting pieces of the body. What a ride for Ryan Kenny in the Earthshaker. Next up inside of round one, however, the Phenom returns to action. Rich Wagner, the Gravedigger, hailing out of Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, former 16-time Thursday Night Thunder champion, now set to take on Cam Blank out of Hagerstown, Maryland. Iron Warrior, the Ford truck over here on the inside lane. It's going to be an all-Ford Chevrolet shootout here tonight. Inside of round one, who will meet up with round two competition? We're going to find out. Gravedigger, Iron Warrior, as we get set to go green. Off the line, they go down this lane. They go into the digger on the outside. Here comes Iron Warrior, and it's close down to the finish line. They make contact down inside of the shutdown area as Wagner backs up the Gravedigger off of the van stack. Cam Blank went sailing over that school bus into the wall. And now to check out your MTA photo finish, your winner in round one, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be Cam Blank and Iron Warrior by inches, taking out the Gravedigger. You see the front tire of Gravedigger underneath the cradle of Iron Warrior there. So Cam Blank with a major upset here tonight inside of round one. Next up in round one competition, however, is new kid on the block, Philip Torres in the Monster Mutt, ready to rock the house here tonight, the old Ford Mercury. He is now set to take on Johnny Retlaw, the bad boy himself, the square body Excalibur Chevrolet. Now staged on the outside lane. The veteran's been in the MTA game for several years. He's trying to get a major win here tonight. Both drivers are staged up now. Here's the green light on the line. Monster Mutt with the over lead. Here comes Excalibur on the outside lane. What a run from button. Excalibur loses the body going into the shutdown area. Johnny Retlaw knew he had to come from behind over that first jump. What a ride for Philip Torres in the Monster Mutt. But Johnny Retlaw leaving Excalibur in pieces inside of the shutdown area. Let's go back to the top of the track. Take another look at your MTA replay, ladies and gentlemen. Off the line, Philip Torres in Monster Mutt pulls the whole shot on the inside lane. But here comes Excalibur on the outside lane trying to pull the trigger up and over the first jump. Monster Mutt getting crossed up, going end over end. And it was all Johnny Retlaw and Excalibur losing the body, going over the school bus inside of the shutdown area in the event. The Excalibur machine's coming back for round two competition. Now up next here tonight inside of round one, Josh Brown returns in the Dragon Machine. He is now set to take on downtown Mitch Brown, the veteran in Bigfoot. Mitch Brown, no relation to his opponent here tonight in the Dragon Machine. New kid on the block. He's been out here for maybe a year or so. He's trying to get his feet wet here tonight and take out one of the veterans in round one competition. Ladies and gentlemen, Bigfoot taking on Dragon. Who's it going to be going to round two? Stage now as we go green. Off the line they go. Now they're fairly even down to the first jump over the car. To the close race and Dragon turns it over inside the shutdown area. What a ride for Josh Brown. He was trying to hand it to the veteran here tonight inside of round one, but Mitch Brown was not having it. Here's a look at your MTA photo finish. Your winner by inches is going to be downtown Mitch Brown in the Bigfoot machine. It wasn't by much, but enough to get the job done here tonight inside of round one. Now the MTA track crew and officials are down there to roll Dragon back over. He turned it over earlier this season. They put a new body on it for tonight, and he's already gone out there and trashed that truck right here tonight inside of round one, but not for the lack of trying. He was trying to chase down one of the best in the business, just came up short. And ladies and gentlemen, that fiberglass may be for sale on the MTA Facebook page. Just keep an eye out. We don't know if he's going to actually sell it or not. The Dragon team's got some thrashing to do. We hope to see them back next season as they get ready to get that truck tired down and loaded up on the hauler. SmashDown season over for the Dragon team. Now next up at the line, the Crazy Cat, Jason Wilkin, Little Tiger, the Ford based out of Big Lake, Minnesota, now ready to take on Walker Stevens, the son of a digger machine, hailing out of Poplar Branch, North Carolina. Now stays on the outside lane. Jason Wilk, the Crazy Cat, has been on the MTA circuit for several years now. The Little Tiger machine has been working well for him. Already got one SmashDown win to his name this season. Can he get past son of a digger here tonight? Inside of round one, here's the green light now. Off the line, Little Tiger with the early lead. Son of a digger right there with him for last of the car. They're close race and Stevens going end over end into the wall. Son of a digger laying it down here tonight over on the outside lane, but Jason Wilkin, Little Tiger, not going away by any means necessary. Here's another look at the MTA replay. Little Tiger did pull the whole shot, and son of a digger was right there with him as they come down the straight stretch. Watch right here as they go up and over the first jump. Son of a digger now starting to pull a lead, going down to that last set of cars, and at the line, Walker Stevens, son of a digger, taking out Little Tiger here tonight. And that was no summer heat shootout or Sunday night shootout or Monster Mania. That was some kind of racing win down here on the outside lane by son of a digger. Next up here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, Justin Lamb returning in the Midnight Rider, a former one-time SmashDown champion. He is now set to take on Dan Chichagach, the Rammunition Dodge, hailing out of Champaign, Illinois. Now stays over here on the inside lane, the big Dodge heavy horsepower, ready to throw it down here tonight. You gotta believe Justin Lamb wants another SmashDown victory to end out his September season. It's anybody's game here tonight in round one. Who's it gonna be as we wait for green? Off the line they go now, they're fairly even up the start. Rammunition starting to pull early lead over the Midnight Rider, going for outside. They make contact in the shutdown area at the bus, and Rammunition looks like he gathered up the win as Midnight Rider tumbled over, going over that last set of cars. We're going back down now to your MTA photo finish to see who actually got the win. And at the line, ladies and gentlemen, Dan Chichagash and Rammunition pulling out the round one victory as Midnight Rider turned on the fans, going for a wild ride. Nonetheless, Rammunition in the Dodge camp moving on into round two. But now we get set to close out round one competition. Returning champion Mad Mike, Ma Williams, and Doomsday has been nothing but impressive since his debut. However, he is set to take on Jason Cook, the 2020 Wild Card champion, the Prowler machine powered by a big Chevrolet motor, hailing out of Brentwood, Tennessee. He's always ready to rock the house here tonight. He gets first crack at the champion, and Doomsday stays over here on the inside lane. Who's going on to round two as the champion? Will Doomsday hang on to the flag? We're going to find out. Rookie versus veteran. Here's the green light now, and up the line they go. Prowler got the early lead. Here comes Doomsday on the inside lane, and he'll pull out the win over the Prowler machine. Jason Cook and Prowler got the whole shot on him, but Doomsday made up the ground down the straight stretch with another smooth, clean pass. Mad Mike has got Doomsday dialed in as we wrap up the September season here tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, we still got a lot more great racing still to come. Doomsday hanging on to the championship flag. Is it going to stay that way? We're going to find out next, ladies and gentlemen, because round two action's coming up next. Don't go anywhere. The fun is only getting started. If you can't get enough Diecast Monster Truck racing action right here on MTA, be sure to check out our friends over at the Midwest Madness YouTube channel. Get ready to romp and stomp all over the track, tear up the trucks, and watch the carnage unfold. They host some of the best side-by-side Diecast Monster Truck racing you will ever see. Also, check out all of our social medias. You can find them on Instagram, Facebook, as well as the Midwest Madness YouTube channel. Some great racing action you don't want to miss. Be sure to go over there and check them out. Like their videos and subscribe to the Midwest Madness YouTube channel. Both these drivers trying to pick up a round one victory. Here's the green light now, and off the line they go. They're pretty much even, slightly going to Doomsday. UFO in trouble now, turns over. What a ride for Valancourt over here on the inside lane. What an incredible flashback moment here on SmashDown in its 30-episode history. But right now, we're kicking off round two action. Week 4 of the September season. Saigon Shaker and Earthshaker. Iron Warrior set to take on Excalibur. Bigfoot will take on Son of a Tigger. And then Rammunition taking on the champion in Doomsday. Now up at the line right now, kicking off round two action. It's the return of Brad Anderson, the Saigon Shaker, based out of Del Mar, Maryland. He is now set to take on Ryan Kenny and crew, who got that truck back together for round two action. It's a little tore up, as you see. The front nose and driver's side door completely ripped off of that truck after that round one rollover. He is now set to take on Brad Anderson, Saigon Shaker again. He's been running fairly smooth all night long. He's trying to find his way in the semifinal competition. Both these trucks are staged. One Shaker's going on in the semis. Green light goes down, and they're dead even down the straight stretch, slightly going to Earthshaker, but here comes Saigon on the inside. And Ryan Kenny and the Earthshaker rolls it over. Maybe a bad bounce off of that second jump in that far lane. We're going to go back and check out your MTA replay. Here's another look at it, ladies and gentlemen, as they come down the straight stretch here. Earthshaker pulls the whole shot. Here comes Saigon Shaker now on the inside lane, trying to close out the gap. Watch Ryan Kenny and Earthshaker go shooting off to the side, and you have to wonder if that truck was at 100% before going into round two. Nonetheless, he gave it all he had. He is now on the trailer for the night. Saigon Shaker will advance on in the semifinal action. And now, once again, our MTA track crew and officials are down there for the second time tonight to roll over Ryan Kenny in the Earthshaker. He put up a good fight, and there you see the right front tire looking like it's about to fall off of that truck. Might have cracked the knuckle, broke the spindle on the truck, and maybe sheared off a champagne housing, but what a ride. Ryan Kenny and Earthshaker giving it all he's got here tonight to wrap up the September season. Earthshaker turning on the fans. He's on the trailer for the night. However, next up here tonight inside of round two competition is the return of Cam Blank, who knocked off the Gravedigger earlier tonight in round one. The Ford based out of Hagerstown, Maryland. Iron Warrior at the line to take on the square body Chevrolet. The bad boy himself, Johnny Retlaw and Excalibur, lost the body of that truck in round one competition. Their crew went down there in between rounds and got it remounted onto the truck. Maybe a couple self-tapping screws and some zip ties. It ain't on there by much. Nonetheless, Ford versus Chevrolet. Warrior, Excalibur. Green light goes down off the line. It looks like Iron Warrior with the early lead. Here comes Excalibur on the inside lane. And what a ride for Cam Blank. What a ride! Holy smokes, ladies and gentlemen. He sent it over the school bus inside of the shutdown area. Redlaw tanks the wall, and once again, the body's off of Excalibur. You gotta be kidding me. What an incredible race here tonight. We're going back to the top of the track. Take a look at your MTA replay. As they come off the line, they are singing down that straight stretch, dead even, up and over the first jump here, folks. Watch Iron Outlaw shoot to the finish line first, trying to keep a good lead, and at the line by a nose, Cam Blank and Iron Warrior get the win. But watch right here as they go into the shutdown area. Front flips the truck, lands flat on the cage, into the wall. Redlaw losing the body of Excalibur once again. You talk about an insane race. Ladies and gentlemen, I am at a loss for words, as it looks like Iron Warrior will advance on in the semifinal competition. But right now, Walker Stevens returns tonight in Son of a Digger. He is now set to take on the veteran downtown Mitch Brown out of Pacific, Missouri. The Bigfoot machine now on the inside lane. The Ford camp ready to go. Son of a Digger powered by a big block Chevrolet hanging out in that far lane. Who's it going to be, ladies and gentlemen? Son of a Digger taking on Bigfoot. Round two. Here's the green light and off the line they go. Bigfoot with the early lead. Son of a Digger trying to play catch up on him. It's not going to be enough. And Mitch Brown and Bigfoot will put Son of a Digger on the trailer here tonight. He is advancing on in the semifinal competition. And the corporate felled truck could not hold a candle here tonight to the king of the monster trucks in Bigfoot as he advances on in the semifinal competition. Hopefully we'll see Stevens back next season on Thunder. Now next up tonight, as we close out round two, Dan Chichagosh, the independent out of Champaign, Illinois, former one-time Thursday Night Thunder champion, the Dodge Hemi horsepower, getting a crack at the current SmashDown champion, Mad Mike, Ma Williams, and Doomsday, who currently holds on to that championship flag on that far lane. He's ready to throw it down here tonight and try to take out the big bad Dodge on the inside lane. Who's it going to be taking the flag in the semis? Stage now. Here's the green light. On the line they go now. Looks like Chief's got the early lead. Here comes Doomsday on the outside lane. It's close at the line, and what a ride for both drivers, turning the trucks over inside of the shutdown area. I'm not even sure if Doomsday actually rolled over. He may have saved it or caught a bounce off of that van stack. I know for a fact Rammunition went for a ride. Here's another look at your MTA replay, ladies and gentlemen. These drivers are throwing it down for the season finale of the September month. And here's another look as they come down the straight stretch. They're dead even. Watch the inside lane with Rammunition. He starts to nose over a little bit, making a little contact. And folks, that is close at the line. But the officials confirm Doomsday is your winner as Rammunition rolls over. Doomsday was right behind him until he hit the bus and ended up going back the other way. So now we know that Mad Mike, Ma Williams, and Doomsday will carry the championship flag on in the semifinals. He's looking good in the overall points. Is he going to have enough to take it all the way to the end? Ladies and gentlemen, semifinal action is coming up next. 4 trucks remain. Who's going to take the flag on the end of the September season? We're going to find out next after the break.
This isn't your typical motorsports podcast. You're listening to Crush This, a monster truck podcast presented by High Octane Coffee and J Concepts. A show where we take you inside the minds of your favorite drivers, past and present, of the monster truck industry. And now, your hosts, Brad Shaw and Dan Chichagosh. Buckle in. The show starts now.
And ladies and gentlemen, if you can't get enough Diecast monster truck racing, we told you about our friends over at Midwest Madness. We want to take you over to another YouTube channel. That is Monster Truck Championship. They throw down each and every week for the Monster Truck Wars on Monday nights at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you can't get enough Diecast racing, be sure to go check out Monster Truck Championship over on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. You won't regret it. They got some of the top trucks in the league, and they're ready to throw down for you each and every week on Monday nights. Taking on a fairly new driver. It's anybody's ball game here tonight. Little Tiger on the inside lane, Rammunition on the outside lane. Ford versus Dodge. Who's it going to be? Ladies and gentlemen, Little Tiger, Rammunition. It's showtime here tonight on SmashDown. Little Tiger with the other lead. Here comes Rammunition on the inside lane. It's a big time there. Can you believe that? Little Tiger sticks it on the nose at the wall inside the shutdown area. An epic showdown between two of the best, Rammunition and Little Tiger. But ladies and gentlemen, right now, it's come down to 4 trucks to wrap up the September season. Saigon Shaker taking on Iron Warrior, and then Mitch Brown and Bigfoot getting a rematch against Mad Mike and Doomsday as they fought it out last week. And the championship flag is on the line once again. But right now at the line, Cam Blank went for a wild ride in Iron Warrior in round 2. He is back to take on Brad Anderson and Saigon Shaker, the truck based out of Delmar, Maryland, taking on another truck based out of Maryland. That is Hagerstown in the Iron Warrior Ford. These guys are going to be throwing it down to punch their ticket into the final round. Week 4 of the September season. Who is it going to be, ladies and gentlemen? Saigon Shaker, Iron Warrior. Both trucks are staged. Here's the green light now, and off the line they go. They're barely even down the track. Taking over the car. Yeah, we got a good race. Saigon Shaker going for a ride, but gets the win over the Iron Warrior Ford out of that outside lane. He rides it out over the school bus in a front flip fashion into the wall. And here's a look at your MTA photo finish. It wasn't by much, but Saigon Shaker by maybe a wheel, taking out the Iron Warrior Ford here tonight. So Brad Anderson, Saigon Shaker in the finals. Who is he going to meet there? Because now a rematch from last week. Downtown Mitch Brown and Bigfoot taking on Mad Mike, Miles Williams, and Doomsday, former 3-time Thursday Night Thunder champion and reigning and defending champion, I might add. He's trying to take Doomsday into the final round. But Mitch Brown and Bigfoot, it wants a little bit of redemption here tonight to take out the champion, as Doomsday got him last week. Bigfoot looking for a little bit of revenge here tonight. Who will take the flag and face off against Saigon Shaker in the final round? Both trucks are staged. Here's the green light. Off the line they go now. They're dead even door handle up and over the car here. And Doomsday going for a ride. And he pulls out the victory at the end of the track. Right there getting a nice slap wheelie going across the finish line. Mitch Brown and Bigfoot was right there with him. Just not enough at the line. And Mad Mike will pull out another final round appearance to close out week 4 of the September season, and our final round showdown is set. Mad Mike, Miles Williams in the final round for the second week in a row, trying to defend the flag against Brad Anderson in the Saigon Shaker, based out of Delmar, Maryland. He finds himself in the finals for the first time this season. Mad Mike, Miles Williams, and Doomsday trying to get a 4th SmashDown championship here tonight and hang on to that championship flag. Who is it going to be? It's anybody's ball game, ladies and gentlemen. We've had some wild, crazy racing action along with some wild crashes. Both these trucks are dialed in and set on kill. Doomsday set to take on Saigon Shaker. Week 4 of the September season. Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime here tonight on SmashDown. Off the line they go. The lead goes to Doomsday. Shaker right there with him to the finish line. And Doomsday turns it over on the van stack. But Brad Anderson and Saigon Shaker hung right there with him at the line. From up here in the booth, we cannot call a winner. As we take another look at your MTA replay, off the line to go. Shaker actually pulls out the whole shot. Doomsday making up the ground fairly quickly. Watch right here as they go up and over the first jump. They are dead even now going into the finish line jump, and it's right here at the line. Mad Mike, Miles Williams, and Doomsday will just edge out the Saigon Shaker, and he sends it for a wild ride over there on the outside lane, putting a stamp on his 4th championship win here on SmashDown. So ladies and gentlemen, please help me in congratulating now a 4-time SmashDown champion, Mad Mike, Miles Williams, and Doomsday. And now, ladies and gentlemen, as we take a look at the overall point standings closing out the September season, your overall points champion, Downtown Mitch Brown and Bigfoot with 340 points. The team fought hard all season long. However, Mad Mike, Miles Williams, and Doomsday with 2 consecutive wins right behind him with 320 points. However, Rich Wagner and the Gravedigger put up a good fight all season. 300 points to his own credit. And how about Dan Chichigosh and Johnny Redlaw rounding out the season with 260 points and 240 points, closing out your top 5. However, your overall points champion for the month of September, give it up for Downtown Mitch Brown and Bigfoot. And ladies and gentlemen, what an incredible season we had on SmashDown. A lot of great racing action. These trucks and drivers throwing it down. I want to take a minute and thank each and every one of you for always supporting this second show. This weekend, Worlds Collide. At the end of the show, I'm going to have a special announcement for all the MTA fans. Thank you guys so much. Be sure to tune in to Worlds Collide. And if you haven't already, cross that subscribe button, and I'll catch you down the road.